Hey there, we're at the Central Park Zoo in New York City for the unveiling of Precious Planet, a new line of baby gear and accessories from Fisher-Price. And there's also a very special guest we'd like you to meet inside. Actress Maggie Gyllenhaal was on hand to help introduce the Precious Planet line of products.
I think it's important to introduce kids to wildlife and animals and show them how we can and how we must coexist, which is why I'm here to lend my support to WCS along with Fisher-Price.
She also teamed up to donate $250,000 to the Wildlife Conservation Society. I was lucky enough to talk to Maggie one-on-one after the event and ask her a few questions. Now, when you were a kid, what was your favorite toy?
I was not allowed to play with plastic things, I had weaving sets and beading and things like that. But I was saying, just in the Fisher-Price, line of things. I had this little Fisher-Price tape player that you could carry around with you, and I was born in 1977, so it was kind of like the age of the big boom box. So I could play my little. I just remember listening to Cyndi Lauper on my front steps in California. Feeling like a much older kid.
Now you're mom, and if you could invent a toy that hadn't been invented yet, is there something you'd love your daughter to have?
I guess this isn't a toy, but I think New York subways need to be really rethought in terms of people with 2-year-olds. It's incredibly difficult. Let's see, a toy, some kind of driving toy. My daughter was never one of those children who fell asleep in the car. So driving is so difficult because you're driving, you can't do anything to make your child feel better.
Right. And last question.
Yeah.
You're opening an Uncle Vanya. Can't wait to see it today. And you've been acting for a long time. Talk about acting and what it means to children and as an experience for kids and what you learned as a young actor.
There is all this, this sort of creative play, imaginative play stuff that's very different than acting, I think, for kids.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's something very different, and I do try to keep them separate. I think it would be difficult for her to understand, seeing me upset in a play. I mean, Uncle Vanya is upsetting.
27 months, yeah.
But, so I do sort of try to keep those things a little bit separate.
That's great. Well, thank you so much.
Sure.
Have a good show. I look forward to seeing it. Thank you. A pleasure to meet you.
You too.